Hello, it's Power Coach Alishia, and this is your 10 Surefire keys to rock $1,000 catalog parties. Let's get right to it. Have you noticed how quick people are to book catalog shows and how bummed you are that they want to do them? Well, we all know why you're bummed too, because it will be like a max $400 catalog show, and that would be one hell of an awesome catalog show at $400 too, right? Well, it used to be something that we did to get people to get orders from the people that they work with, since those people usually were never invited to home parties years ago when this all first started. We would say something like, would you like to take a book to work and get some orders and I will give you some free stuff for it? And then all of a sudden, one day, it blossomed into catalog shows. And now, Facebook shows. But I'm convinced now that Facebook has changed their algorithms, catalog shows and online parties are where it's at if you know how to run them. I have an entire training on how to have profitable online parties that is not done on Facebook because you need to be the one that's in control. Anyways, one of the biggest challenges with catalog parties is finding further bookings from those people that order from your hostess, right? You don't get to talk to them, so it's hard for you to book them. Well, I have a special document that takes care of that and collects the information for the orders and the follow-up. Makes it brilliant. So all you have to do is follow about why texting is better than phone training, and it will totally rock it out for you and show you how to take those contacts that you've gotten from catalog shows and book amazing parties. All right, but that document will be underneath this video along with the other documents that you need to really make all of this work as simply as possible. All right, let's talk about length. You want to book your catalog parties 3 weeks out. This way, you have ample time to coach her throughout the party open weeks. Your catalog parties are ran for 2 straight weeks, and you want to do everything in your power to hold to this time frame, or else you are going to find yourself frustrated, like seriously frustrated, because you're constantly following up and trying to make it work and it's not working and trying to get her on the phone. Okay, and try is big there. So make sure you stick to your deadlines like glue. You want to explain to her how this goes as soon as you book her so that she is clear on how you run your business. All right? This is your business, so make sure that you are running it as such and not a hobby. At the 2-week deadline, you need to close out the party so that you don't end up backlogged and overwhelmed, okay? Now, we're going to talk more about how to manage all of this throughout this training, so just keep listening. For now, just know that you have to stick to your deadlines or else you will hate doing catalog shows. Now, a quick note before we start digging in. Everything I'm teaching you here about catalog shows does not, I repeat, does not run over into or apply to live shows. This is for catalog shows only, okay? When it comes to catalog parties, you have to set the expectation, and it differs a lot from a live party. At a live party, you're setting the expectation for attendance, or you should be. And with a catalog party, you want to set the expectation with sales, or number of orders. Why? Because she controls the sales this time instead of you. The only control you have is to coach the crap out of her in an effective way. So what does this mean? Every time you talk to them, you need to speak $1,000 party. That's the only focus for her entire catalog show. So that's what's engraved into her mind, and she's only shooting for that. Let me ask you a question. Wouldn't it be awesome to have all your catalog show hosts shooting for $1,000 shows and landing each of them somewhere around $700 or $800? I know, right? So you have to follow this training to the T. All right. Now that you know how to set the expectation and you know the length it is to be held open, it's now time to talk about the goods, which are the 10, I added an extra one in there, the 10 Surefire keys to rock $1,000 catalog shows. And I'm warning you, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it if you do it. Key number 1, the Hostess packet plus the Facebook event. You're going to send and set up as soon as she books. In that Hostess packet, you're going to have the Hostess goals, thank you for booking, party planning checklist document. It comes with your catalog Hostess coaching system. You're going to have your booking bonus in there, and I highly recommend that you're following the bead booking offers, okay? You can click right here in your transcripts to check that out in the Rockstar Mompreneurs. You're going to put in 3 catalogs. You're going to have your customer order sheet, and you want to make sure that all 10 are completely filled out when you get them back. And the customer order sheet's going to be beneath this video as well. You have your tax sheet to help her determine the taxes for her items. You have your Hostess special flyers and your customer special flyer and your recruiting info. You'll also want to set up an event on Facebook for her with the link for your guests to order online to make it even more convenient, there's that word again, for her guests. Use the Facebook engagement pack to keep the event fun, exciting, and interactive. You can click right here on your transcripts to snag up that Facebook engagement pack. It has over 45 graphics of amazing items and questions and pictures and stuff to make people engage, interact. They laugh, they have fun, you get to know them. It's a brilliant way to get Facebook engagement, whether it's on your event for catalog parties, or maybe it's on your event for Facebook parties that you're still doing. Hopefully not for long. Or maybe you're using it in your Facebook group for your clients, or your Facebook page, or your personal profile. This Facebook engagement pack, you can use it all over the place, not in just one place, and it comes with over 45 graphics that you will love, all right? Now remember that the Hostess packet and event is set up right after she books, which is 1 week before her party starts. That way you have time for the packet to get to her, and you get to get into the next part of the Hostess coaching process, which is key number 2, and you send that day 1. This is day 1 of her 2-week party. You send her the party time postcard plus call number 1 that you make to her. These postcards are your number 1 source for having a $1,000 catalog show. So if you don't use them, it will change your results, and for the worse, okay? You're not gonna like all the work that you put in and the little results that you get. The postcards you're going to love, and the phone calls you have to make. It's a catalog show. So there is going to be some texting, but mostly phone calls. So be sure that you get your system and then send her the first postcard on the first day of her open party. Now, on this call, you will be doing major Hostess coaching, spelling everything out for her so that it's clear and you guys are on the exact same page. Clarity is key for catalog party success. Go over every single thing that you have in her packet, starting with the Hostess goals party planning checklist sheet. It's important that you go over everything with her, but your main focus on this call is talking $1,000 parties, baby. The first way to do this is to say something like, Alishia, my intention is to help you have a $1,000 party so you get everything you want absolutely free. Sound good? She'll always say yes. Make sure she is clear on the customer specials for the month and have her talk them up with her coworkers, okay? Let her know, or whoever she's taking the catalog to, mommy groups, all of that, etc. Let her know when talking to all these people, she can help them out with anything they have coming up, like bridal shows, baby showers, birthday parties, anything they have coming up. She can help them out through her party, get the perfect gift for them. The tighter you follow the system, the more success you will have. Key number 3, day 3. Send recruiting postcard plus call number 2. This call is to check in with her to see how many orders she has so far, giving her some incentive and reminding her about the booking bonuses that she has in her Hostess packet. If she doesn't have at least 2 orders, she's not going to have 10 by the time the party closes. If she does have 1 order, find out what that person did order, and did they take part in the customer special. If not, have her go back and tell them about that special if she didn't, okay? Let her know if she has blank cells or blank orders. You could do 3 orders or 5 orders. I'm that order type person because it makes it a little bit simpler in the mind and psychology of getting your hostesses to work for you. So you could say, let her know like, hey, if you have 4 total cells by, and give her the day of the week, then you'll give her blank and give her some bonus, maybe something that you know she wants, or a really great item that people love. You can decide what the amount of sales or the number of orders is going to be and how much you're going to give her. You could even give her a $10 or $20 gift certificate. It's about incentivizing her to take action. Remind her about the expectation of what this whole catalog party is about by saying this. Remember, Alishia, your goal is a $1,000 party so we can hook you up with a huge free shopping spree. You got this, girlfriend. I'll talk to you in a couple days. How cool is that, right? It's so simple. Key number 4, day 5. You are going to send the shopping spree postcard and do call number 3. Find out what she likes. Find out what's on her wish list. That's the first intention of this call. So you want to make it lighthearted and fun, girlfriend-esque feeling, and chatting with her about what she loves. If she hasn't had a chance to look through the catalog, talk to her about why she decided to do the party in the first place, what she loves about your products, what she's needing help with around her house or in her life or on her body, just depending on what kind of product you sell, and then direct her to your top products, okay? Don't leave it all up to her to have already looked at the catalog and all of that. And I do want to mention something here. You want to make sure that at the end of each call, you're telling her and preferably setting a time to call her on your next round. So on day 1, you're going to talk to her about the day and time that she will be available for a 5-minute chat on day 3. On day 5, you're going to talk to her about a time and that she's available on day 8 to chat for a minute. Always set up the next call, okay? That's very, very, very important. All right. Now, on call number 3, this is your time to start selling her on those items that she has on her wish list as if she were at a live party. Like I said, make this a fun, friendly conversation, not a gross, salesy one. Tell her why the items she picked would be great for her, how she can use them, how they would make her life easier, why she deserves to have them, etc. Just go into it, build them, give them life. What problems do they solve for her? How are they going to make her life easier? Why is she going to continue to go back to them and use them over and over and over again, and it won't just be a waste of money or time that she invested in order to do this party? You want to sell her on them so that she does the same thing as she's going out and getting orders. And she will sell people the same way you sold her if you do a good enough job at selling her on them, okay? So this is not the time to skimp. Then you're going to tell her what her party sales need to be in order for her to get all of those items. So now that you know everything that's on her wish list, you're going to add it up really quick and you let her know you're only whatever dollars away from getting everything on your wish list free. Tell her, okay? Now don't say you need to sell a total of $900 more to get everything on your wish list free. You want to say you're only however many dollars away from getting everything on your wish list free. Or you can say orders depending on what her order per person is. If she's like $100 a person, she's gotten 5 orders and she only needs $700 total in order to get everything on her wish list free. You tell her you're only 2 orders at your average order amount away from you getting everything on your wish list free. You've totally got this, girlfriend. Okay? When you make it sound simple, easy breezy, she will feel like it's no big deal. How you run this is key here. So you are the key here. Key number 5 and day 8, you're going to call her to find out where she's at in sales. Tell her what the Hostess benefits are for her at that number, and then at twice as much, and so on, to lead her back to the $1,000 party mark without her realizing it or feeling like you're pressuring her. Here is an example, okay? You call her up and you're like, hey, Alishia, it's Susan. I was just checking in with you, see how things are going, how many orders you have, and what total sales you're at so far. Well, I have 6 orders and I'm at $700. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, at $700, you are able to get blah, 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 blah on your wish list absolutely free or half price or at 70% off or whatever it is, however your customer or your company Hostess program works. You just tell her where she's at with that number. So she says she has $700 in sales, lay it all out. Right now, you're at getting this many $100 worth of products free, this many $100 worth of products, or, not $100, but this amount at discounted, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you got twice as many, and I know we said that $1,000 was our intention, I'm just saying, if you even got if you just doubled that with your next 4 or 5 orders, then you would be able to get all of it absolutely free. No discount, you get all of it free. Or you could say something like, all right, so you're at 700. When you get 3 more orders, okay, or 4 more orders, she has 6 orders and it's $700. So you could say when you get 3 more orders or 4 more orders to get her to 10, however you want to do it, you could go, then you're going to be able to get this, 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 and this. The point is taking her from wherever she is and working her up to 1,000. If you want to say double it and go to 14, you can, but I wouldn't. If she's at $700 in sales, I would say, awesome. When you get 4 more orders, you're sure to fly past that $1,000 mark, and you're going to be able to get this, to this, to this, to this, to this, to this, to this for just shipping and tax. How does that sound? Okay. Now, a great way to do this and help her and calm down after you run these numbers, because numbers tend to stress people out, is ask her, is there anything I can help you with to help you reach this next level, to help you get to the $1,000? Okay, because this will help her feel like you're on board with her. When she answers that question, you're going to go in to focusing on your number 1 selling item. So you can give her, like, whatever she tells you she needs help with, then you need to do it for her. Give her some tips, tricks, and tools for her to get there. And then you want to talk about your number 1 selling item, why everyone's getting it, and why, like, everyone's getting it and why they love it, how it's going to benefit them, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And you're going to say, I noticed that you didn't have this item on your wish list. Something like this. It doesn't have to be verbatim. That's why it's not on your scripts. So you would say something like, I know this item isn't on your wish list, but I have to tell you, Alishia, this is our number 1 selling item. And it's amazing because it blah, 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 blah. And it accompanies this, 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 and this that you have on your wish list so greatly. And I want to help you get it for free. So you're going to add it up with everything else she has on her wish list. So you're going to add it to, actually, everything else she has on her wish list and total it out. Let her know that she only needs so many more orders and it's hers for free. Okay? And this could be something you make up yourself. It doesn't even have to be something for the company. Maybe it's something that is so convenient. People love it. It's amazing. It's your number 1 selling item. It's not on her wish list, and you can just tell her. And no matter what, for getting those 4 more orders that we talked about to get you to that $1,000 mark, when you do that, I'm giving you this item absolutely free. But you have to have already talked it up. You got to told her the benefits, why it's so amazing, why she has to have it, how it's going to help her in her life, what problems it's going to fix, how it complements everything she has on her wish list. And then you say, and when you get to those 4 more orders, so you hit that $1,000, as soon as you hit that $1,000, it's yours absolutely free. Okay? Give her that extra incentive. Let her know that you really want her to get this top item free. Then you want to be her assistant buyer by saying, we will be closing the party in 2 days. Before we close, who have we missed for orders? Is there anybody who said that you need to call them back, that you need to follow up with? Is there anyone maybe you were nervous about contacting, you didn't know what to say? Did you talk to people on your kids' extracurricular activities, your girlfriends, your neighbors, anybody at your church? Let's just make sure that we've gone over everybody that we can think of. Okay, so if you've ever heard of Frank, it's family. I don't remember Frank, but you could Google it, the Frank list. Go over Frank with her right here. That's perfect. You always want to let her know that it's your job to help her get all the free and discounted items as she can. And then you're going to close out this call with letting her know when you'll be contacting her again, which is the day that you will be closing out the party, and that you'll need the customer order sheet sent to you the 2 days before that. So what you're going to want to say is something like, all right, girlfriend, we're at day 8. I will send you a text on day 10. I believe that's what you'll do next, is send her a text. Nope, you'll do a quickie reminder call. So on day 10, so you're going to let her know that on day 10, you're going to call her. Okay? Tell her it's going to be fast. It's just just our last rendezvous before we close everything out. You're going to set this date and time with her on day 10 in order to do that. Okay? And then let her know that you're going to be closing out the party and that you'll need the customer order sheet. So make sure she's filling out everything completely. You're just going to do like a quick reminder of that right there. Remember that the $1,000 is the focus, and you have to keep bringing it up and bringing it to life. You have to make her crave the $1,000 in sales like you crave water after running in 90-degree heat for 45 minutes, okay? She's got to be salivating for the $1,000 in sales to get some major things that she's really want because you brought them to life and made her feel like she can't live without them. She has to have them, and she loves them. She loves you, and she's doing this. If you don't, you will fall short. You will. Because it's all about bringing it all to life, okay? Key number 6 and day 10. This is her quickie reminder call. You let her know that her party sheet needs to be in 2 days so that you can go over it before chatting with her and closing out her order for her party, okay? Key number 7 and day 11, you're just going to shoot her a quick text that her party sheet is due tomorrow and what your email is to get it over to her or over to you. Share with her in that text that she can just snap a clear picture with her phone and email it over to you that way, or even text it back to you if that's easier for her. Now you're starting to like nonchalantly, no worries, not a big deal, because they start to stress out at the end. Don't be crazy pressury. Take it off. Show her how simple it is to wrap this up. Key number 8 and day 12, you send her a reminder text that her party sheet is due today. Keep this simple again. So you're like, hey, Alishia, just so you know, party sheet is due today. I'd even give her a time. Due today by 7 p.m. Okay? Just have it repeat what the last text said, except for change it that it's due today. Snap a picture of it and email it to blah, 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 or you can just text it back, whichever is easier for you. Okay? And then she's like, oh my God, I love this, right? Key number 9 and day 13, you are going to close out the party with her and finalize her end of everything. So I'm going to back up here. On day 10, when you do her quickie reminder phone call, you need to set up the time that you're going to be calling her on day 13 to get her order and close out her end of the party. You already have the customer sheets for all those orders, but you don't have hers. So you have to make sure on day 10 you set up the call for day 13 to close out her part, okay? Use this time to go over her order, see what she has, make sure she is able to get everything she wants at the best possible price. Remember, you are being her assistant buyer. If you would like more information on how to do that, I highly recommend that you click right here in your transcripts and go check out that training system, because how to be an assistant buyer is going to make everything so much simpler for you. It is going to help you in catalog parties, in home shows, in outside orders. It's worth its weight in gold, okay? But you're being her assistant buyer here. You're going to upsell her. You're going to cross-sell her. Make sure she has the extra products that go with whatever she has so that she can use it to its fullest. There is nothing worse than having a half-ass order and you needed 3 other items to really make that item work well. Lids for bins, clasps for necklaces, whatever it is. If you don't do it right, people are frustrated, okay? Key number 10 and day 14, you are going to complete the catalog party info sheet and put in the order. Here's the steps you take to make sure that you're organized and able to rock all of this out without feeling overwhelmed. You're going to fill out the party date and hostess information on the party info sheet. You're going to fill in all the postcards for each catalog party that was booked, okay? So this is kind of like, let me rewind here, kind of like from the beginning. So I took you all the way through the process, through key number 10, date 14. You're going to make sure that your catalog party info sheet is complete. Now we're going to back up. And I'm going to kind of give you a summary so you can kind of see what I mean here, okay? And a little bit of nuggets of more information to make all of this work out well. Shake out your hand and get ready. All right, so here's how you make sure you're organized. You're going to fill out all the party date and hostess information on the party info sheet. You fill out all the postcards for each catalog party that was booked with all the information. You will put dates in the corner, bottom right corner is usually what I do, of when they need to be mailed out and sort them by numerical date order, okay? 1 to 31, right? I suggest putting together a Monday through Saturday filer system. It can be shelves, it can be like the little coupon organizers. I like something that's visual, so I do like shelving unit in my office, and each slot on the shelf is labeled a day of the week, Monday through Saturday. Then the dates are in the corner of the postcards, all right? Each Sunday, you're going to put the mailers or postcards that you have in each day's slot for that week only. So let's say it's Sunday and then tomorrow's Monday and it's the 12th. You're looking at your postcard mailers, and if anyone has a 12 in the bottom right corner, you put them in Monday. You put 13s on Tuesday, 14s on Wednesday, so on and so forth. This way you stay organized and you're sending out your mailers on time for your in-home and catalog shows. If you don't have it yet, you can click right here in your transcripts to snag your Rockstar Hostess coaching system for $1,000 in-home parties. If you love this system that I'm just teaching you, you're going to love the catalog systems for in-home parties. It is just like this, but there's a lot of other details that are added in and steps and tips and tricks and tools that go into that one to make it work for home parties, all right? Then you're going to check your filer every day and put your mailers for that day in the mail, okay? These postcards are solid and they will rock your hostess coaching. The beautiful thing is you can listen to, watch, read this training over and over and over again if you're a little confused on how this all works, okay? That is why you have access to it. This is why you bought it, so you can get this training, engrave it into your mind, and rock it out. Plus, I have to tell you, these cards are so freaking cute. They will have your hostesses calling you to stay in touch about how the party is going. And it's pretty awesome to see them do that. The other part of this one is the party info sheet, and that's really self-explanatory when you see it. I have not gone into very much detail. You've heard me mention it a few times. It's really self-explanatory. It's easy to use, and you're going to be able to keep track of everything awesomely with that party info sheet. The sheet is also great so that you can have traveling party packs and refer back to them to book parties, do reorders, and more. So I just kind of want to give you that little blurb in there, because we haven't talked much about that. Now, again, once the party is booked, all you do is fill in the basic info of the party info sheet, the hostess name, the party date, the hostess phone number, address, and you're ready to roll. With this system, you no longer feel like you are chasing them, okay? And remember that everything you need to rock out this system, you already have here, okay? The postcards, mailers are on their way to you physically in the mailbox, and all the files and all of that you need, party info sheets, customer order sheet, all of that is here beneath this video. The only thing you don't have is the tax document, because it's different everywhere. Just Google different tax documents that you can put in to make it easier on ordering. You'll be able to find it. And we can always chat about that too in the Rockstar Hostess Coaching group of links and what you found, and ask people. I'm sure people have already found some for your area, and it'll just make it easier. We can all work together there. All right, so your massive action plan for your 10 surefire keys to rock $1,000 parties. You got to create a catalog show checklist for yourself. Actually, better yet, on your catalog party info sheet, there is a little checklist so that you can make sure you do each step. You do need to create a tax sheet for your state that you put in your hostess packets. And I've included a link here so you can see what one looks like, okay? You want to book a catalog show immediately and implement what you've learned during this training. You got to do it. I mean, it's just great. Create a form letter for your catalog hostess packets. I will be updating the center for the catalog hostess coaching training with a form letter, so just be looking out for that. And it would be underneath this video as soon as it's ready. And then what I want you to do is share with us on Facebook at www.directsellersrock.com what you love most about this training. I also want you to know that further down on your transcripts is the verbiage that you're going to put in the Facebook event when you create it, and also the verbiage that you are going to write on the thank you after the party postcard that you send. So that's all there as well. Thank you so much for rocking out this training with me. I cannot wait to hear your results for your $1,000 catalog parties and see in the directsellersrock.com Facebook group what you loved about this training. Until we rock it out again, I'll talk to you soon.